Okay, we're at the League of Rebels here in good old Austin, Texas. I'm Mahesh, and today I'm cutting John's beard and hair. Good morning, John.
Morning.
Good morning. So, today, oh, hold on. Just looking at, this is my first time in America, so I'm just seeing, I don't normally see that. I don't normally see that. I've been distracted by policemen on horses.
That's pretty cool.
Is that normal in Austin?
I don't know. I'm not from here.
You're not from Austin?
No.
Where are you from, John?
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. I have no idea where that is. How long did it take you to get here?
20 hours.
20 hours?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, welcome, man. So we're going to give you a little tidy up on the beard. We're going to talk about how to dry this and straighten it out a little bit. Going to give you a freshen up on the haircut. We talked about the top bit, didn't we? So we're going to change this up a little bit, aren't we? So we're going to maybe go a little bit shorter with the haircut through the top, but keep the length through the front so that you can push it over to one side. But you've been cutting yourself.
I have.
So that's fine. We can
Fix all the mistakes.
Man, honestly, it looks great. So it's you've done a good job. Okay, so we'll start with the haircut, and then we'll do the beard, and we'll blend the beard in with the haircut. All right? Is that okay?
Sounds great.
Okie dokie. What do you do for a living, John?
Kind of in between things.
Oh God, he's one of those people. I'm being really vague about this. I'm not going to tell you. You have to guess.
I'm work most of the time as a handyman, but
Okay.
I also do some woodworking and gardening kind of things.
And that's your business that you sort of work for yourself.
Right. Yeah, I don't work for anyone.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I wouldn't have the opportunity to come down here if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, exactly. If you had to go sort of like to a boss and say, I want to go and get my hair cut by this guy called Mahesh, and meet up with a load of guys and talk about beards for 2 days, your boss would go, yeah, great idea. So if you want to go back to work, that'd be great. Man, so your journey was just as bad, well, not bad, but your journey was just as extensive as mine then to get here. So we've travelled like hours-wise, pretty similar, because I left at like 4 a.m. UK time, got to the airport, 10-hour flight, and then had 2 hours in between. So yeah, it's like, yeah, similar.
Yeah, I drove about 7 hours from home to, I've got a cousin that lives in St. Louis.
Okay.
So I spent the night there Sunday and then drove the rest of the way yesterday.
So have you had a beard for a while?
This one started since June. I had one prior to that. I got it. Shoot, when was it? I got out of the Navy last January and started growing it right away, and then I got it cut in May and had a bad experience. They asked just for a little cleanup. They took it down to pretty much stubble and gave me a nice little pencil mustache. Yeah.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? Now this is what people say about haircuts and beard trims and stuff. Like, you know, we talked about you didn't want a number 1 on your hair because it's too short, and we're doing a number 2. But I'm actually using a number 1 on the very edges, but you don't know that. And that's the thing is, but for you, all you'll see is a clean haircut. Right. But I know that what I'm doing is that the main bulk of your haircut is a number 2 here, and it's about listening to it, but also knowing that you've got the skill set to go, well, yes, that will look great, but I can make it just look a little bit different for you and taper it. And rather than just sort of going in and going, well, I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I may have listened to you at some point, but probably not. And
forgotten what you said.
Yeah, that's it. And it's like, if people don't listen, isn't it? It's like, well, you know that I'm vegan, so you can say, Mahesh, I've done you a really lovely dinner, and this is the best steak I've ever cooked. And I go, well, that's great, but I don't eat meat. So it's the greatest it's the greatest haircut you've had, but it wasn't what you asked for. It's still not a great haircut, is it? It's like it's the greatest dinner you've cooked me, but it's not what I want. Just give me some aubergines. I'm fine with that. So yeah, so I think when you go to the barbershop, maybe you have to sort of like just double check that they actually are listening to what you're saying. Okay, so we're just going to tidy this up.
What's he doing to you?
I'm going to cut his hair.
Yeah.
We're going to cut his hair. We're not cutting the...
Well, I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, what
with these.
The plan on the cutting hair and beard. Are you going to go short? Is it just a tidy up?
It'll be a little shorter, more texture on top.
Right.
Trying something a little different.
Yeah, we're going a little bit different with the haircut as opposed to the beard, because John wants to keep the beard pretty much as is. Yeah. But he had a little bit of an experience at another barbershop where he sort of went in for a tidy up, and that relates to please cut all my beard off.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that I look like Danny DeVito because I'm so short. A mix between Brad Pitt and Danny DeVito. That's what I get a lot of that. Yeah.
I see it though.
Depends on how deranged people are, doesn't it?
Whether or not they're wearing those like blind people glasses.
Okay, so we're just blending the length on the top of John's hair to the side. So we've gone in with a 2 here, tiny little bit of a 1.5 through the edges just to keep the edges nice and clean. And then John has got this length through here, but we talked about this and we're going to just take a little bit of that off and add a bit of texture to it so it just feels a little bit different. You know, the man has driven for 20 hours to get here, so it would be nice if he actually went out looking like he's actually had a haircut.
Yeah.
Is this the furthest you've travelled to get a haircut?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
This is the furthest I've travelled to do a haircut. So you were in the Navy, John?
Yes, sir.
How many years were you in the Navy for?
5.
5.
Spent some time in San Diego, Bahrain. No, it was Point Loma.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's where the naval base is. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I'm from San Diego. Actually.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see that we've put in loads of texture to that haircut and left that length through the front so you can just push it about, mess it about. You don't have to do too much to this because it actually gives it a little bit more shape to it, you know. Okay, so we'll leave that and then we'll move to the front of your face. So we're holding the hairdryer. If it gets too hot, let me know. At an angle. And just following each other. What I'm doing is trying to just pull a little bit of that curl out.
Even doing just that made quite a big difference.
So, yeah, I mean, this isn't even like, obviously it's easier when it's like you've showered and you come out and it's like clean. Whereas, obviously now, you know, it's sort of the wave set in. I think you get a bit more tension with the comb, and you can really just, especially when you've got a real wave, when you sort of look at the 2 sides now, you can see that there's a little bit more of a straighter edge to it.
Right.
You know? Remind me what we said about the moustache, John. Just tidy it.
Yeah, just I usually go right at the lip line, in between the lips, not way up.
No.
Yeah, just so it's not curling in my mouth.
Yeah, it's annoying when you've got to share your coffee with your moustache, isn't it? What we noticed in the UK, like coming from the UK, like everyone drinks coffee in the US, don't they? Like
Yeah,
coffee's
quite a
like
bit.
the main drink, isn't it? It's got more like that in the UK, but like I went into a restaurant last night and my wife and I wanted a peppermint tea, and it's the first time I've been asked if I wanted it hot or cold, because I just assumed that, you know, if I asked for a cup of tea it's hot. And I suppose being in a country where it's a lot warmer, most people drink iced teas and stuff, I suppose. Okay, my man, we're going to clean up the hair. We're going to give it a little bit of a spruce up. So we'll put on some of the sea salt spray. Do you use sea salt spray?
I don't, no.
So this is great just to, if you don't like it looking like there's too much product in the hair, but you want a little bit of hold to it, use that matte finish.
Okay.
A sea salt look, which you're used to, obviously.
Yeah.
How's that look for you? Is that enough off? Do you want to go a little bit shorter with it? Take a bit more? It's up to you.
Maybe a little bit more.
Off the beard?
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't know. It still likes to curl around.
It does. So this is a key thing. What do we do? Do you want me to trim it in so that on that? So you've got the length here, but on this bit here. So you can keep the length here, but on this bit, I'll
Right.
just trim it in so you don't get that curl round. Do you want to do that?
Let's try that.
Let's do it. Okay. So we're just going to follow the hairline. So we're keeping all the length on the internal section of the beard.
Yeah, I like that.
Better?
Mm-hmm.
It's only a small amount, but it makes a difference to how that sits in, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Does that look better?
Yeah. And I think your advice with the blow dryer will help with a lot of this waviness.
You can see it just by doing that when it's dry, but when it's obviously wet and you dry it from wet and clean,
I have a bit more effect.
it will have a much more of an effect to it. And then the top of the haircut, so you can see you got loads of texture to it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's all coming forward, and then you just literally just got that little bit at the front. You know, you didn't really even need to have a parting in it.
Yeah, I like that.
A little bit of a different haircut for you.
All right, happy?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Beardbrand is a premium men's grooming company with products not only for your beard, but also your hair and body. Do yourself a favor and head over to beardbrand.com and take care of yourself. Or you can stick around and watch a few more of our awesome videos.